So there have been like a million people chiming in on the Camp Mystic tragedy, and it's absolutely horrible. And one thing I see a lot of people say is, it's too soon, we're grieving. That may be fine, but when we have a commercial air disaster, we don't say it's too soon, people are grieving. What we do is do a reconnaissance and figure out what the hell went wrong so it doesn't happen again. Because by all accounts, this didn't need to happen. There are a bunch of different articles. This one was from the Wall Street Journal. The Washington Post has great information about it. One thing the Washington Post article noted is that the owner of the camp got a notification that from the Weather Service that it was life-threatening conditions at about 1:45 a.m., but did not start evacuating the lower level cabins until an hour later. What they were doing in that hour, I don't know, but they should have been evacuating. That's not hindsight, that's just common sense. Another thing that I have learned is they had petitioned FEMA to have it taken out of a flood zone, which probably means that then they could get insurance. I quite honestly don't know how they were ever insured. Another thing is they were not accredited by a national ACA camp agency, so they did not have any sort of accreditation. I also know this camp was not cheap. It was bringing in millions of dollars a year. And it's absolutely tragic because it didn't need to happen. This was not unforeseen. Unforeseen would be like it wasn't in a flood zone. It was in a flood zone. So, yes, that's exactly what a flood zone means, that it was foreseeable it would flood. The Washington Post article also notes that the 911 dispatchers didn't receive any calls from the camp. So I'm not sure in that hour of not evacuating what was happening, but they were not calling 911. It's so unbelievably tragic, and we need to learn from this so this does not happen again. Now, that being said, this camp will never open again. They're going to be sued into oblivion. That won't bring back the lives lost, though. It's just so infuriating because it didn't need to happen.